Welcome friends, myself Jadhav Yogesh, and today's my seminar topic is ADH, that is antidiuretic hormone in endocrinology. In this topic we discuss about what is ADH, then source of secretion, then chemistry and half-life, regulation of secretion, then physiological effects of antidiuretic, then effects on the vascular system, mode of action on renal tubules, and related disease. So, first one is what is ADH? ADH is the antidiuretic hormone, also known as arginine vasopressin, is a 9 amino acid peptide secreted from the posterior pituitary within hypothalamic neurons. The hormone is packed in secretory vesicles with a carrier protein called neuropilin and released upon hormone secretion. Then the source of secretion of ADH hormone secreted mainly by supraoptic and paraventricular nucleus in small quantity. From here, this hormone is transported to posterior pituitary through the nerve fibers of hypothalamo tract by mean of axonic flow. Then the chemistry and half-life of ADH hormone, polypeptide containing 9 amino acid, and its half-life is 18 to 20 minutes. Then the regulation of secretion. ADH secretion depends upon the volume of body fluid and the osmolarity of the body fluid. Potent stimulation for ADH secretion are depend upon the two types, that is decrease in the extracellular fluid, that is ECF value, and increase in osmolar concentration in the ECF volume. Then the physiological effects of antidiuretic hormone. The hormone effects on the kidney. The single most important effect of antidiuretic hormone is to conserve body water by reducing the loss of water in urine. A diuretic is an agent that increase the rate of urine formation. Injection of small amount of antidiuretic hormone into a person or animal result in antidiuretic or decrease formation of urine, and the hormone was named for this effect. It means ADH is a important factor for the um, reabsorption of water or to prevent water loss from urine. Antidiuretic hormone bind to receptor on cells in the collecting duct of the kidney and promote reabsorption of water back into the circulation. In the absence of antidiuretic hormone, the collecting duct are virtually impermeable to water and it flows out as urine. Antidiuretic hormone stimulates water reabsorption by stimulating insertion of water changes or aquaporins into the membranes of kidney tubules. This channel transport solute free water through tubular cells and back into blood, leading to a decrease in plasma osmolarity and on increased osmolarity of urine. Then the effect on vascular system. In many species, high concentration of antidiuretic hormone cause um, widespread construction of arterioles, which lead to increased arterial pressure. It was for this effect hit the name hosaprocin was coined. In healthy humans, antidiuretic hormone has a minimal pressure effects. Then the mode of action on renal tubules of the ADH hormone. Without ADH, the luminal membrane of the tubular epithelial cell of the collecting duct are almost impermeable to water. Immediately inside the cell membrane are a large number of special vesicles that have highly water permeable pores called aquaporins. When ADH act on the cell, it first combine with membrane receptor, uh, that is V2 receptor, that activate adenyl cyclase and cause the formation of CAMP inside the tubular cell cytoplasm. This causes phosphorylation of elements in the special vesicle, which then causes the vesicle to insert into the apical cell membranes, thus providing many areas of high water permeability. All these source within 5 to 10 minutes to complete. Then, in the absence of ADH, the entire process reverse in another 5 to 10 minutes. Thus, this process temporarily provides many new pores that allow free diffusion of water from the tubular fluid through the tubular epithelial cell and into the renal interstitial fluid. So this is the ADH hormone, and to related diseases, ADH hormone related diseases. First one is diabetes insipidus. States the most common disease of man and animal related to antidiuretic hormone is diabetes insipidus. This condition can arise from either of two situations. Then the hypothalamic diabetes insipidus, it result from a deficiency in secretion of antidiuretic hormone from the posterior pituitary. Causes of this disease include head trauma and infection or tumors involving the hypothalamus. Then the nephrogenic diabetes insipidus occurs when the kidney is unable to respond to antidiuretic hormone. Most commonly, this result from some type of renal disease, but mutation in the ADH receptor gene or in the gene encoding aquaporin 2 have also been demonstrated in affected humans. This is all about the ADH hormone and its related disease, its secretion sites. So, thank you.